Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Lunar Beaches Crypto. I am David, and today we are going to be going over some fun stuff. We're going to be going over Cardano to $8. Oh, and what do you think? What do you think? This only took me all day yesterday to get done. And I still got some stuff to do, but hey, we're on the up and up. It's looking good. Hey, the chat came up. I need to move that. Justin, good morning to you, sir. If you could, chat again, because I want to see this thing pop up on the screen here. Good morning. Good morning. Where'd it go? It doesn't want to move. There we go. I want to see this thing work. Anyway, it's February 5th, 2024, and Cardano is going to $8, according to one analyst. And we're going to look over some Bitcoin price action and some Ethereum price action. And we're going to call it a day. Maybe we'll go over some a new strategy that we're gonna look at Asia. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys what Asia be looking like, how you can play the Asia range. Thank you, Justin. I do appreciate it. I thank you. Wait until we get to the big widescreen with the charts and stuff. And yeah, I think that looks good too, but we'll get there in just a little bit. So starting the day off, yo, Lunar, did you see Alex hit what? Dang, bro. All right, Alex hit 1,000 subs. All right, here's the new layout here. But I gotta go over here. Hold on, give me a sec. That's a good way to start the Monday, right? This is the best I can do without a green screen, so I hope you like it. Alex, Alexo Crypto. Have you heard of DRB? It's a good Monday. Shane Gillis, he's so funny. Got a shout out from Crypto Face. Look at that. I wish this thing would load. There we go. 1.08 subs. Bro, that is so awesome. We got Piper hitting 1,000 subs, Piper Academy with TradeFly and the OC guy. And now we got Alexo Crypto, man. The crew is putting in the work and they're getting it done. Love to see. I love to see it, man. That's just awesome. 1.08 thousand followers. If you don't follow Alexo Crypto, what are you doing with your life? Go up here, type in Alexo Crypto, subscribe to the man, and yeah, get you some sauce. Dude is it's well deserved, man. Much love to that guy. He definitely deserved every single sub that he got. So congratulations to him. That's awesome. Awesome. Yeah, man, I hope I'm next. We'll see. But yeah, good morning to you, Tony Soprano. Good morning to you, sir. Good morning. All right, congratulations to Alex. That's dope. Any news this week? Let's take a look. February, no news today. The ISM services at 10 a.m. So maybe a little bit of action on that. Probably not. I wish it would show the whole week. Let's see. Probably there's not a whole lot going on this week, guys. which is actually typically pretty good for trading. We have unemployment claims on Thursday at 8:30 a.m. and 30-year bond auction, FOMC member Barkin speaks. Who cares? And then Friday. So yeah, all we have is unemployment claims for the U.S. at 8:30 a.m. on Thursday. Outside of that, these weeks are typically a trader's dream or a trader's nightmare. Depending on how you look at it, you know. Let's see. Let's go back to this. So we've got where are we sitting at, guys? We're sitting at a $1.65 trillion market cap. 24 volumes, very low, 36.79 billion. You can't trade that. Can't trade that. Now we are coming out of the weekend, so you know there's not a lot of volume on the weekends. So let's see how the week goes. FOMC is behind us, so we can go ahead and move forward and really start getting into some trading. I don't really like to trade FOMC week. I always it's a little tricky. I might start trading them in the future though, because I've been doing a ton of back testing on this Asia range, and we'll go over it. Okay. I'm gonna show you how to read price action and stuff without the need of a single oscillator, or you really don't even need any indicators. The indicators that I use just tell me what sessions we're in, but that's just help visualize what sessions we're in and time of day and stuff like that. So we'll get into all that good jazz. Fear and greed index sitting at a 55. We're neutral, but a little bit on the green, on the bullish side. Surprising the market's a little. I think the U.S. economy is doing better than people think it is. I know stuff is expensive, but over time, this thing has been starting to come down. The only question is, how long is that going to be the case? Is it going to continue to come down, or will we hit a point where we start seeing some like real breaking of the system? My guess is we'll see that eventually, but I don't think it's going to be as soon as other people think it's going to be, as most people think it's going to be. Or actually, most people think everything's just hunky-dory, nothing's going to happen ever. But if you watch that 60 Minutes interview with Jay Powell, you'll see. We'll see. Now, I did mention Army Piper. Let me go ahead and shout them out real quick. Let's go to Piper Academy, because I did not mean to do that into the Google search. Very professional. White screen. Morning, Justin. Morning, gals. All right. Just anyway, Piper Academy, link is in the description below. Just go ahead and check them out. Same with Alex O'Crypto. His link is also in my description. You don't even have to go to YouTube and type it in. It's right there in my description. You should already be on YouTube anyway, if you're watching me. So, news. And it's gone, because I went over here and I looked at a chart. Cool. Analyst reveals when Cardano price will reach $8. Let's go. Put a 1 in chat if you're bullish on Cardano. Put a 2 in chat if you could care less about Cardano. All right, Cardano's ADA price performance has exhibited a relatively stagnant trend this year after a noticeable downward correction. Still, ADA may experience a significant turnabout in its fortunes. Industry experts anticipate a potential price surge starting in April 2024, around the halving, I guess. We are 71 days away from that. Ali Martinez, BN Crypto's global head of news, noted that ADA's current price action mirrors its late 2020 run. During this period, ADA traded mostly sideways before a bull run that started in November 2020 and ended in August 2021 at a market value of $3. Similarly, this history may repeat with a prolonged consolidation phase that extends until April 2024 before a bull run that peaks at roughly $8 by January 2025. Such a bull scenario implies an extraordinary surge of 1,797, for those keeping up, that's about an 18x, in ADA's price. Should the patterns align and Cardano mirrors its late 2020 price behavior, we can anticipate ADA to remain in a consolidation phase until April 2024, setting the stage for its next bull rally. So it's saying pop up out of this consolidation range and consolidate even more on top of that previous consolidation range. ADA is my biggest bag. Still small though, says Anthony. Says Tony Soprano. So this is the chart that they are looking at here. So it says, so this was a previous consolidation range, popped up out of it, got some support on top of it, and then moved to the upside. Now I do have the ADA chart pulled up with some chart prime. Let's go ahead and go to that screen. All right, there we go. Also, don't forget, I have a Discord. Link is in the description. Also, you can follow me on X at Lunar Beaches. I think I should an at right there in between those two, or do you think it looks good as it is? I think it looks good as it is. So, this was an Asia range up here. So, is like the highest range of this peak right here. So I went ahead and just drew that out. The red line up top is the volume profile, the money flow volume profile by this is the chart prime. I believe it is the Dynamics Pro. Yep, Dynamics Pro. See, I got it. I'm getting my names. But we did pop above the dynamic reactor here and kind of popped below it, and we're using it a little bit as resistance right now. Now I did mark off that same level that they had here in the consolidation phase for ADA. This is on the weekly chart, so I could definitely see this consolidation here, and then we are sitting on top of it. So if we hold this consolidation range and we can come up here and we can break 67 cents, that's going to be the one to watch. 67 cents. We need to break that. Hold here. Hold on top of the consolidation range. If my brush wants to work, hold on top of it. Come up. Pop above that. And then we can get another move up. And hopefully not hit our heads up against that volume profile and then just smack down. Actually, that might be preferable. We might see a big jump up, come down, get some support on the new consolidation range that we just built up right here. And then we can head up higher and higher. Now, as far as $8 is concerned, let's go ahead and zoom out just a little bit. We're going to put up this right here. We're going to draw a, using my fib tool, grab the fibs, pull a fib from top to bottom. We're going to go up into the settings. I'm going to add the 4.236. So that would be like max. 3.618. Nope. What about 1.618? I'm trying to find a $8. So $7.91 for the 2.618. Now let's go ahead and previous price action where we came up, we broke the consolidation range, came up, and this one's not as clean. So I think we're more of like in this little spot right here. And then we get another pop up and then come smack back down, consolidate, perhaps at the halving, and then we start launching. So we can go ahead and go over here. I'm going to grab the bars tool grab a fractal, move this over. This just helps me get a measured move and get it right. That's the one thing, man. Is this on log? Yep, it's on log. So when this is on log and you do a bars pattern, sometimes you got to make sure that those bars patterns match up. So I was looking at this last night and I was thinking, okay, it could get there. But if we go from the bottom, then we can get up to that $8 mark. And this kind of lines up more so like this. Maybe we can come down a little bit lower. Look at that. Look, I mean, it just looks beautiful. I mean, it's almost perfectly lines up. I love bars patterns. Only if they play out, though. They don't always play out, do they? I don't know if any of you have ever used them before, but they don't tend to play out. But that's okay. We've got our primed oscillator here saying that yeah, we've had our little cool off here, so we could get going. So measured move shows us we could get up to that $8 mark, maybe even $10, but I would stick with the $8 just to be safe. Personally, I would be getting out earlier than everybody else thinks to get out, because I want there to be liquidity for me to get out instead of being stuck, you know. I sold all my 80A for Casper. Why you do this, Mr. J? Why you do this? Sold all your 80A for Casper. That's wild. That's a wild one to sell. That's the first time I've heard anyone say I sold all my 80A, other than, you know, some XRP community folks that got mad at Charles Hoskinson for calling them all conspiracy theorists. By the way, coming from the XRP community, there's a lot of conspiracy theorists in that community. So, and I mean like out there conspiracy theorists, not just, you know, your everyday average crypto conspiracy theorist. You know what I mean? Anyway, they all got butt hurt over that. It is what it is. All right, let's see. All right, so that's ADA. Let's go ahead. We haven't looked at Bitcoin yet, so let's go ahead. Let's zoom out. Let's look at the week. Excuse me. Now, we have been looking fairly bullish. I say fairly because not the biggest candles in the world, right? Or at least not the biggest candle bodies. But we have been moving in an upwards trend. The trend is your friend until the very end. Let's go down to the 4 hour. Let's take off Asia real quick. Let's take that off. We'll get to that. But you can see from the top of this trend to the bottom and the reaction we are getting at the 0.5 level. Now, this is how I have my fibs. And now I've dwindled them down for a specific scalping strategy. And I've got 0 and the 1, 0.382, 0.5, 0.618. That's it. That's all I want is this area right here. And then my top and bottom. We'll get into strategy. Okay? We'll get into the strategy. It may not even be today because I am running up against on time. And that's fine. That's fine. But moving forward, I do want to start getting a little bit into this strategy. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. I can see a little bit of an inverse head and shoulders on here, so that's interesting. If you cannot see it, I'll go ahead and draw one out for you. It's not going to be that. It's going to be head and shoulders. It's going to be, you know, this right here. All right. So I'd like to see some continuation to get that to get this head and shoulders going in here, because the price target on this head and shoulders from the neckline to the head is going to give us a price of, let's just do it from the 0.5. $49,700. If we do it from the neckline itself, like you're supposed to do, almost 50K. So $49,914. So cool. That is super cool. If it plays out. It's got to play out, right? It's got to play out. Let's hope it does. Who's ready for the work week? I know I'm not. I'm ready to just do this every day. You know what I mean? And look at charts. Just so you know, my ultimate goal is to get to a point where I can just sit on here and literally watch price action and chill. And that's it. Price action and chill. So let's just say we go down to the 5 minute. Okay. So this is how the future of this live is going to be eventually. We're going to come down to the 5 minute. We're going to come down. We're going to go over to our bar replay so we can see. So I can just show you how I'm planning on doing this in the future. Let's take this. Let's go ahead and get rid of this so we can see. All right. We're going to add in the Asia session. I'm gonna come back to here so I can go ahead and start off on a new week. So first thing I'm gonna do is come up in here. I'm going to sold all the XRP for Caspa 2. See more potential. Started mining Cas in November 2022 at 0.004. Okay, so you just rich. When are you gonna send me money? He's just over here making money, you know? You got that Hive mapper going. I saw that post yesterday. You got that Hive mapper going. You got miners going. You're mining your own cryptos. So what's going to be important with this is also learning your New York opens, learning when your New York session is going to open. Now, there is a free indicator that you can use for this stuff that I use called ICT Kill Zones, Sessions, and Indices by Vince FX something. And yeah, if I can go ahead and turn these on and you can see all of the sessions pop up. Well, you're not going to see it on this one. Let's scroll back. So you can see we got London, New York, and there's another one in there, CBDR. I think that's like central bank something. It's like their dealing range. Oh, central bank dealing range. That's what the DR. Okay, I got you. So it's like what they do pre-Asia, I guess. I don't know. I'm not even sure the exact times on these are no, I know that the session's 8:30, so it's going to start at 8:30 because 8:30 is when futures start trading. So it's not gonna do 9:30. It's gonna do 8:30. 30. So the goal here is to get us to be able to look at price action based on the sessions. The Asia session we're going to start off with. So you can see that that's the Asia session. So we're going to start off with the Asia session, okay? Now, you don't need indicators for this. I just use it for make things a little easier, but we can mark off our highs and our lows on our Asia sessions like so. Actually, I've been using I don't know why I did that because I've been using a fib. Pull the fib. Dude, you got to get one. Pays out every Thursday in the Phantom wallet, making about 2K honey a week. Honey's money, I guess. Let's see. I gotta do other things before I get into all that. You know, I got some other stuff. I got some other stuff to worry about. I know. Eventually I'll get into it, but you know, not right now, not at the moment. So the goal is going to be watching price action develop, then seeing which side of the Asia range gets taken out. Now, depending on the week, what type of season we're in, bullish, bearish, chop, you know, Is there an FOMC that week? Is there non-farm payroll that week? All of this stuff is going to end up playing into it. But when we first start off, what we're going to be looking for is a strong break or a weak break of the Asia range. A week would be like we pop out of it and then we come back in. Strong would be like we do a big candle out of it and it like kind of starts continuing higher. But so that's what we're going to look for. We're going to look for a break of the Asia high or low. All right, so there right now we got a break of the Asia high. And look, we came right back into it. This showed weakness. This came up into a volume imbalance of all things. So I can go ahead and show you where this ended up. Now we did also have a little bit of an order block in here, but I'm going to show you. So you see this space? I don't know if you can see that. See the space right here. Right here, where there's a gap, a little bit of a gap. We're going to take a horizontal ray. We're going to go to the bottom of that gap and or the top of the gap and then the bottom of the gap, and then we're going to come over here and we're going to see where okay, this is where we ended up. We swung up, filled the gap, came back down and failed. Okay, we failed. We failed to keep the swing. We come back in. Now, what you can do, we can take a short at the Asia range high, and we can aim for either this low or the session low. But I wouldn't go that far. But I do see a little bit of kind of like equal lows here. So anytime I see a bunch, it's like some people would see it as support, right? Whereas I see it as liquidity zone. I see this as there's a bunch of stops here that can be taken out. So that's a possibility. We could go to that. To play it safe, we could just go to that low right there. And then we can do a little 2-to-1. And then 2-to-1, that just helps us, fight our risk. We can even do 3-to-1 if we wish. But 2-to-1 is definitely going to be better. So we'll play it out and we'll see. Okay, we already know that one hit. But we're going to see, look at that. It comes all the way down, back into the range, medium of the range, and we get a bounce off of that 50 mark. And we took out, did we take out this low? We barely took out this low. It might come grab it again. There we go. Now, I don't think it would come all the way down and take out the very bottom low. Let's get rid of this 618. 1 point. Let's get rid of this. All right. So this is just the range that we're looking at. Not though we've come down and swept that low. This is all before the market even begins. Then you'll wake up in the morning and you'll say, okay, we swept the low. What are we doing? We're below New York Open. And then from there, we can go long. And then we would just be targeting the high of another Asia range. Okay. Do us a 2-to-1. And then we would have nailed it. Now, I'm making it look a little more simple than it is, and we're kind of doing a little bit of retrospect. But once you get to learn price action, once you get to learn the time of day, when these moves happen, you start to see it over and over and over again, especially like the J curve or the Judas swing, whatever you want to call it. This thing plays out so often. So essentially all it is you get a consolidation range like so, and then you end up getting like one side taken out, the other side taken out, and then a big swing back to the upside. So this happens over and 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 over again. Go back in your charts. Look at it. Happens all the time. Almost always between Asia and New York. It's not always between then. As a matter of fact, it happens all the time. But that is when I see it the most, is between Asia and New York. Somewhere in there, we get this type of move. So, little something we're going to be getting into, guys. What is Ethereum doing? ETH is pumping right now. Let's go down to the 4 hour, see what we're looking like. That does look pretty bullish. We can go ahead, throw on the... Well, I don't have it on here. Hold on. Market Oracle. We're just going to throw on the Oracle. We won't do the dynamics right now, but I just want to see where we're looking at on our dynamic reactor. I guess it's not going to come up. There we go. Dynamic reactor. So that's what I want to see. We are below the dynamic reactor on the 4 hour. So we're wanting to see a push above the dynamic reactor, get a close above it, and this one was a clean back test. It just failed. So hoping to get back above and stay above, and then if we can get above this 23.92, if we can get above that and get a nice close above that on the 4 hour, then we can start thinking about higher prices, going up higher. So Bitcoin's already retraced to its 50% mark of this top to bottom. I would expect ETH to follow suit soon. Anyway, well, it's Monday. We're done. We wrapped it up. That's going to be it for today. Hope you enjoyed the new digs. It's been fun. Congratulations to Alex O Crypto on 1,000 subs. That is super awesome. And yeah, much deserved, man. And yeah, so one day our charts are going to look like this. And it's going to be a lot of fun. This is what we're going to be looking at. So every single one of these is an Asia range, a previous Asia range. So you could see where price likes to react to. So this Asia range right here, price came down to it, tapped the middle of it, and then has skyrocketed since. So, you know. Anyway, hope you all have a wonderful Monday, a great Mondays. Be safe. It should be a good environment for traders. Not a whole lot of news this week. So, yeah, it should be good environment for us to make some money. Not financial advice. Nothing on this channel is financial advice. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say on the channel. I appreciate you all for being here. And yeah, hit that like button on your way out. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Join the Discord. Link is in the description. Follow me on X. Link is in the description. At Lunar Beaches. And yeah, that's going to be it for me, guys. I hope you all have a radical day. Ride the waves. Peace out.